Greetings and salutations, everybody. I am Michael Schwahn.
I'm Vongod.
And I'm Gandalf.
And we are Team Glim 6, and we are on the road to locals. We are headed to what will be our last locals before Vegas. We leave tomorrow night. Woo! How's everybody feeling?
For the longest time, I thought we were leaving tomorrow in like the mid-afternoon because I can't read time to save my life.
Yeah, it's okay.
And so I was like, oh yeah, I'll get to go home early tomorrow and everything. It'll be great. And then I realized no, I should probably not go home early and instead work the entire day.
Yeah, we leave at like 11:45 p.m. Yeah. So I'm also working a full day tomorrow. I was talking to a friend, they're like, are you excited to leave? And I'm like, well, I'm still at work. And then I got a whole day of work tomorrow too. So,
Yeah.
you know, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
I admit I feel relatively unprepared because I recently pivoted decks. So
Hey, you did the same thing at Boston, and you did the best out of all of us.
that's true. Also, I flew out of town last week. I'm flying out of town this week. We get back next Friday, and then that following Monday I have to go out of town that week too. So there's also just the fact that I'm going, oh man, May is full of fucking travel.
You're gonna be tired.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be useless at the end of May.
There was something before we started that you and I were talking about that I was wanting to mention, and now I've already forgotten what it was.
CSRs,
Nope.
Scrubbing,
right. Okay, so one of the things, and we'll follow back up on this after the event, is Vegas is going to be such a unique test environment, not for like competitive decks or anything like that, but because this is the first one of their that they said they're going to start doing moving forward, which is you have U.S. Nationals and an Ascent at the same exact location. Now, there have been Ascents that also had a regionals the next day, but it's slightly different because pricing is obviously very, very different for Nationals and an Ascent versus an Ascent and then regionals. And so we're all competing in U.S. Nationals, and if we make day 2 of U.S. Nationals, when we make day 2 of U.S. Nationals, that means that we won't be able to play in Ascent Las Vegas. And, you know, just because I'm gonna end up, feeling like I want to take the easy road and instead win the Ascent instead of fighting with you guys over winning Nationals, I'm gonna be playing in Ascent Las Vegas, and which means that if I play in Ascent Las Vegas, then, you know, if something goes wrong, you know, I end up having horrible battle issues and I have to drop out of, you know, day 1 of the Ascent. That brings us to Sunday, where you two will have both topped U.S. Nationals, and I will have
won the U.S.
You will have won, he will have topped U.S. Nationals.
obviously.
And I will have had to have dropped out of Ascent Vegas. That brings us to Sunday.
What are we doing?
What are we doing on Sunday is really the question, because most of the time, with all of the previous Ascents, there is the scrubbed out event of you scrubbed out a steel, and they have a second highly competitive event on the second day of the Ascent. People normally are really critical of the event because pricing for it is really, really bad. Basically, the pricing is terrible unless you win, and the only reason that winning is good is because you get a jumbo card, like 2 foot by 1.5.
that also had the Sapphire packs.
No, those are just regionals. But but certain Ascents, the scrubbed out event was a regional, so they gave the Sapphire packs. Like, that's what they did, I think, at Akihabara, was the day 2 event was technically a regional, so they handed out the Sapphire packs.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Whatever, right? However, Ascent Vegas doesn't have a scrubbed out event at all.
I wonder if that's pushing for Pantheon, though.
I think it is, but also when you have a group of people like the people in this car who give almost no cares about Pantheon, it's like, well, shit, what am I supposed to do? You know? And I'm curious because it's still like, it's their second Ascent where they're going to have Pantheon, and it's their first one where they won't have a scrubbed out. It's their first one where they're going to go from having U.S. Nationals to an Ascent to a day 3. And I'm just really curious how that's going to go and how that's going to feel.
Well, and admittedly, I'm not horribly incentivized to, so what my brain thinks of is last time we went to one of these events, if we didn't make day 2, we ended up sitting there and drafting so that we could get more.
But it's still Mortal Ambition.
Yeah, and
I
I mean,
only draft format
Yes.
to have.
currently, and I'm not willing to go over there and go to that event just to try and get more playmats. I can get the playmats later if I really care.
I would be normally. However, we got the Ascent Las Vegas event guide, and the Ascent store kind of sucks.
What do you mean?
I take it you haven't looked through it yet?
I flipped through the event guide. I didn't read that the merch store had.
So I went to the store, right? Because obviously, like, dude with all the playmats, I cared about what playmats, because I need to plan, right? Because it's like...
Your budget is what you mean.
Well, yes, but it also
Really
budget,
starting to plan map.
budget the number of tickets, too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, all right, you'll get 400, I'll get 400, he'll get 400, that's 1,200, that's enough for 3 playmats. You know, you get so many per win. All right, well, how many playmats do I end up needing to try to get out of the store? The store, disappointing is an understatement. There are 2, count them, 2 new playmats in the ticket store. There is
Really?
Alice level 3 CUR and Mordred Luxem level 3. That's it. Everything else is reruns.
Why wouldn't they do like a bunch of angels? Because that's been like the
None
other
of the
side.
angels. Well, no, Nuriel got a playmat, which I am gonna get,
Of course.
but it's not for tickets. It's $50 out of the merch store. It's only money.
Sure.
Which the merch mats, so not the ticket mats, the merch mats are all new.
Did they say what the deck boxes are yet?
No,
Oh.
so no idea.
Because I know that last time they also sold the deck box out of there, and I'd be more willing to pick.
There
up
are deck
this-
boxes. Yes,
Okay.
they're all also reruns.
That depending on what they are, that's fine. Like they know what you mean.
Yeah, they're all also reruns. But the tickets, the other ticket mats are, there's a couple of them that I'll probably get anyway, because there's like a Lubu one. That one's cool, right? And I don't have a Lubu mat. There's like Dao Chan level 2, which I don't technically have, but I also don't need.
Yeah.
And then it's like Aetherwing Diana level 1, CL level 3. I think there was something else.
we like one of the distorted Alices or something.
No. Really? Yeah, really.
Oh, okay.
There was somebody else too, but I don't remember what it is now. But yeah, it's just reruns.
That's weird.
And I was like, damn, that really sucks.
Well, especially because this is the set where they've been talking about, celebrating 3 years, and they have the largest set they've ever released. You would think that you would see a little bit more there, especially because you want people like coming in and trying to get your playmats so they can show off the cool stuff.
The merch store, the ones that are $50 each, which you are only allowed to buy 1 per person per day.
Sure.
There are 6 of them. They are pretty cool. Nuriel's one, obviously.
Okay, so that's what it is. They're trying to lean into.
They normally had both.
Yeah, I know.
Like there was normally new mats in for the tickets and new mats for money.
Was it 6 that you had to pay for money prior?
I think so, yeah.
That seems a little high.
There was some of them you had more. Like some of them had like 7 or 8 paid mats.
Dang.
But there's Nuriel, there's Auspicious Manifestation, so Guoja's ult. There is
That'll be a good plan.
Stellar Constellations or whatever. It's not Arisana's ult, but it has Arisana on it. There is some random friggin' Crux card that has Lorraine on it. I think it's the one that lets you materialize a Regalia from your banishment if you want.
Sure.
Forget what it's called. It's a terrible card. But it's cool, Matt. Those are the 4 that I can remember right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't have more ults.
They are cool. Yeah, me too.
Because, like, the Jin
no
ult would be
Archangels?
super sweet looking, in my opinion, for a playmat.
Yeah, also no Archangels.
The checkmate card for a playmat would be fun.
Yeah, Golden Checkmate would be sweet.
Dude, as you get your victory in, like you've got it, you could just point at the playmat and be like checkmate. And
Well, also, like, I would be very surprised if they didn't put Angelic Channeling. It's been the chase card, and they knew it was going to be a chase card.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of that channeling is, but it's only Raziel's art. There is not one of Haniel's art. That was one of the other ones.
Okay. That's
I
choice.
can't remember what the other one is.
I'm cool with that. I enjoy more dudes in art.
No, Raziel.
She has a...
Raziel is the arcane, flat-chested,
no.
kind of
No,
looking.
they're
Never
both
mind.
ladies on
Never
it. Dog
mind.
channeling, buddy. Yeah. I mean, either way, I still think it's going to be a fun event, and I suspect I'll be doing something similar to you where, in reality, unless I am, like, undefeated at Nationals, I'm just even if I make day 2, I will probably drop and then try to go to the Ascent. See if I can get like the.
Well, you won't be able to do that.
Oh, you can't?
Well, you can, but you won't get any of your day 2 pricing because you have to play like 1 or 2 rounds of the Nationals to get your day 2 pricing.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, so you don't have that option if you want any of your day 2 shit.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. Well, we can figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, also that depends on the reality of how well I play against arguably some of the greatest players in the world, because Nationals is going to be more competitive than the Ascent in most cases.
Yeah, they do have like 5 deck boxes that are 5 of the compact outside artwork deck boxes. And it was mostly like A and B Heaven characters, so it was like Zhang Fei and stuff like that. They will have both the Lu Bu and Evil Alice, I think, double deck boxes that are gonna be there. Sure. In terms of actual deck boxes, I don't remember them mentioning anything about any of the, I'm gonna say non-leather deck boxes, the like really plastic, like flabby ones.
Yeah. I do like the leather deck boxes though. They're very nice. That's actually one of the things I'm gonna be getting while I'm when I'm in Vegas is like 4 deck boxes from various players.
Only 4, huh?
Well, I mean, I didn't have as much disposable income to throw at it. I'm sure you bought all of them plus all the playmats.
Oh, I didn't actually buy that many playmats. Okay, that is not true.
Find that many.
I didn't buy that many.
How many playmats are you planning on leaving from the Ascent that aren't from us playing or getting tickets?
You don't have to legally answer that.
Is it a double-digit number?
Oh, yeah.
Is it like a little bit of a surprising double-digit number, like over 15?
Yeah. Okay. It was going to be like 15, and then I made some trades, and now it's like creeping up on 25. And that's before we get anything out of the Ascent store. Yeah.
So you bought 2 suitcases as well.
I'm bringing 2. One is empty.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
All right, let me grab.
For those that don't know, I have like 80 playmats at the house, and we always bring anywhere between 4 or 5 of them, different ones every week to every locals, so that.
No mobile app today?
Yes.
And what's your code?
I am OF80.
From Michael?
Yeah.
All right, second one up, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
We always bring 4 or 5 different ones every week. It's a way to like kind of show off the game. And like they have Grand Archive has really, really high quality playmats. They're really nice. They have really clean artwork. They're very pleasant to play on.
The border stitching is
That's a really nice way to say that you have an addiction. Because like
I ended up picking up ones that I wasn't looking for because people are like, hey, I have trades. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Sure, you know.
Well, also like you're gonna. There may come a point where somebody comes over and says, "Hey, I'd really like to get into this game," and they find a deck, and you go, "Here's a playmat for your deck." You know, maybe I don't know, Duchess or something.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and also like showing off new ones. Like, have had a lot of people just be like, "Oh, these are really cool," and I'm like, "Yeah, get into Grand Archive, come play the game,
Please."
I'm asking you nicely." But after Vegas, there will only be, I think, 6 playmats left that I'm like after. Man, whether I can ever find them will be another question.
Oh, those are the unobtainium kinds.
What?
Please tell me they're not the Dreamweaves.
No, none of them are Dreamweaves. I don't like Dreamweaves.
Yeah. Just making sure.
They are. I don't have a Rye playmat because I've been trying to get one for like every champion.
Sure.
So that like if we ever do like deck tech featuring a champion, I can just pull out a champion for that, a playmat for that champion. I don't have a Rye playmat currently.
Oh, that's fine. You're probably gonna wait a little bit before there's a decent enough Rye deck that you're gonna need it.
There's a couple that are creeping up. Also, you could see if you can get a Lunar New Year.
Yeah, he's on it, but I am getting a Lunar New Year in Vegas. But he is on it, but I would like one that features him.
Yeah. I think I'm getting a Lunar New Year Tristan deck box while
cool.
we're there, because those, I like those, but I didn't want to pay for the
whole kit. Well, I mean, they sold out in like 2 minutes anyway.
That too, but also just like I felt like the main thing that I wanted was the deck box. So
yeah,
because it seems like currently Yorleen is the
playmats. Yorleen is the deck
boxes.
boxes. Yeah. I need a Ride playmat, preferably level 2, because I think that's the best artwork that he has.
Yeah.
I need a Sylvie playmat. I don't have a Sylvie playmat, and those are really hard to find.
Yeah, because they were probably only...
They're Dawn of Ashes. The same reason I can't find a Rye one is it's Dawn of Ashes, and so trying to find playmats from 3 years ago is hard.
Well, and Sylvie also wasn't in the Lunar New Year or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Sounds good.
And I would like to find a Sylvie Slime Sovereign, but that's really hard because that's the one that most people want.
Sure.
It's easier because there were more of those because that's from MRC rather than DOA, but that also makes it harder to find.
Yeah.
So a Rye playmat, a Sylvie playmat. I think I'm going to be able to get a Sylvie level 2 playmat at Vegas, so that'll at least mark that off. I wanted Slime Sovereign for obvious reasons, but I will be happy with any level to any Sylvie that I can get.
Yeah, makes sense.
I really want there's an artist playmat for Jia Hao Dun. Not that she's a super awesome card, I just really like her design.
Which one is that?
She's the Warrior Ranger.
The water one that has Deluge, or sorry, no, that's the
That's
Ranger.
Dion Wei.
Yeah. Oh, the one that has if you have an axe.
If you have a sword or a bow,
Yeah.
because she could do she into her artwork she has both.
That's right.
I really want a Jia Hao Dun playmat because I think she's really cool. I also the one that is the hardest to find is an artist playmat. It's technically unofficial and it's done by the artist Panakes, who did a piece of art featuring
Sorry, I don't think we have any creamy chili left. Would you like any other sauce?
Mustard. Honey mustard.
she did a artwork featuring Rose and Dahlia in like a casual setting.
Oh, that's gonna be a chase one for you.
Yeah, I really want that one really bad, but it's really hard to find. And I found someone that is selling it at a price that I'm accepting to pay, but they're in Singapore, and mailing something from Singapore is like $90.
Why don't you see when the next? Thank you.
Oh, you mean Worlds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you just get like one of the people who you know is gonna go to go? Because you already have connections with a lot of those guys.
Nathan, you don't want these, right?
Yeah, I don't normally eat them.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Not that I don't like fries. I don't really like McDonald's fries.
Fair enough. Alternatively, we all get top 6 in U.S. Nationals, and then Weebs will pay for us to go to Singapore, and I'll just get it then.
That's true.
I don't know if I can do that.
That's fair.
I would be getting a
Emergency passport.
yeah, and I don't want Trump's face on my passport.
Yeah, that's fair. So, that one is the one that I'm currently chasing the hardest. It's just really hard to find. There is a playmat. Another one that'll be really hard to find. There's 2 more that are going to be hard to find, which is there is a playmat of the promo of Sparkleite with Tristan at the Sky Tower in New Zealand.
Yeah.
That one would be really cool to find. It's really expensive. Most of the people who own it are in New Zealand. Shipping from New Zealand is ass. There was also an artist playmat done of the artwork for Shifting Currents, Kong Ming's Mastery.
Oh, okay.
And I would really like to find that because that'd be a really cool. I already have Kong Ming playmats, but it'd be really cool to have that one because that one's super sweet.
Yeah.
And then there's one more, which is Ignite Fate. It is the artist of Kong Ming battling against Guoja, and it's just really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd really like to find that one.
Well, and it helps that the art is gorgeous, huh?
That's the reason I want that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, their microfiber playmats, the art is so clean.
Yeah, I gotta give them a lot of credit for that. The art is clean and they feel durable.
Yeah. Well, I was like, man, why did I never feel this way when we were super into Magic? And then I still have like 2 of my old Magic the Gathering playmats that I had like used as like mouse pads, and I'm like, no wonder why this thing's a piece of shit.
Yeah, they're flimsy and they're not good.
It was from shit, what was the set? Theros. It was from Theros.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, damn, this playmat's a piece of shit.
That was a good set.
Well, and that's the thing. There's just a higher quality from this company all around. Because also, I've had a better time going to these events than anything that Wizards ever hosted.
I mean, Wizards just had a artist controversy today.
Oh?
Yep, Dan something, I forget his name. He's like a really old magic artist. He does the mock shoot and everything. He was recently outed as tracing a copy of the One Ring for his new illustration for the One Ring that's coming out in the Hobbit set. Essentially, he traced over the previous, I think it was a promo One Ring, where it's got Gollum reaching out for it, and then he flipped it around.
Damn.
Well, at least it's not AI, like some of the other stuff that may or may not be AI.
You mean that we just know for absolute certain?
Yeah.
Some of Wizards artwork in Dungeons and Dragons just is AI.
Yeah, absolutely.
From what I understand, one of the big reasoning is that for universes beyond, you can't do oils for paintings. It has to all be digital.
It's fine. We'll be all right.
Though I don't fully subscribe to, oh yeah, that's totally fine. Like, if anything, that makes it worse because it encourages more people to do it.
I'll be okay.
To do that and copy and trace.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it. Well, and I am also excited because I'm excited to see what the meta is going to look like after this tournament. Because I feel like we're going to see a lot of interesting stuff coming out. I've seen a lot of people test it. Like, Exia is kind of showing up for the first time in a while, and it's not dependent on Ryle, so that's nice. We're getting Rye showing up in, like, regular tournaments that are putting up at least somewhat reputable numbers, like top 5 or something like that. Like, we're seeing new decks doing new things, or old decks getting a new coat of paint. And I admit I'm excited to see some of that going forward. I
almost got my roommate into the game because of Jin.
I mean, we can still get him into the game because of Jin.
I'm trying. He's very hesitant to go places. He's kind of a hikikomori, but like I have gotten whole.
Is that a weird word for like agoraphobic?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the Japanese term for people who stay at home all the time. But every time I've been home recently, like the last couple of days, as soon as I get home, he would want to talk about Grand Archive, which is a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like I feel like anybody who has played other card games that I've convinced to show up and just try the game out has had nothing but good things to say. The only thing that I have heard that has been I will not be getting into this is the equivalent of, I have one addiction, I can't afford a second.
Right.
Because they might still be an active Magic player or Pokemon player or Yu-Gi-Oh player, whatever.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, that's been the only holdup. If they were not buying XYZ game, they would absolutely be trying it out, playing it more, playing it with us. Because I still think that Tom would really like the game.
Me too.
I do too. With my roommate though, he's a huge into brewing and was huge into brewing, like trying to brew competitive decks or Pokemon teams even when I'm sitting there playing, competitive VGCs with them.
Sure.
He was on Mega Aggron way before it was good, and now it's phenomenal. So I want everyone to know that who plays VGCs. Mega Aggron is the jam, and you should try him out. Beyond that point, though, it's good that he's a brewer and wanting to get into the game, though, because I think the game needs more brewers.
It would help.
I was talking to someone earlier today that had a brew in mind because I was talking about Fire Dao-chan. And Fire Dao-chan, one of her main cards is Searing Rebuke. Reduce the next 3 damage that you take, and then each time it prevents damage, you throw 3 back. Well, that throw 3 back's a cleric bonus. Arisana is a cleric.
Oh.
And Zin, Volnia's Abyss, makes it where when you generate Silver Shines or Phrasias, which are the recover flowers, you instead generate Volnias. And Volnias are an herb that says, for free, you can sack it to deal 1 damage to any unit. Or you can pay 3 or 4 and sack it to deal 4 damage to a unit. But if you're Cleric, and you're Arisana, which you have to be, you could go Searing Rebuke, sack 3 Volnias, shoot myself 3 times, deal you 9.
Yeah, that's a pretty fun combo.
Yeah, and because it's Arisana, you can run Essence Crucible, which Searing Rebuke is a spell. So you can increase the damage of your Searing Rebuke on your Essence
I
Crucible.
actually need you to stop now. No, can you stop?
Doesn't that sound great?
Define great.
I think it sounds hilarious.
Sounds phenomenal.
I'm still worried about the concept of seeing the water fractal Aerosana where they're using Burst Asunder with that, where it's like, oh, each one of these deals 5.
Oh, don't worry. I play against in the online regionals.
I assume it felt great to play against and not at all sucked.
It actually felt fine, honestly.
Aerosana is consistently my favorite drug dealer. Like, that is phenomenal.
Well, because none of the other ones sell herbs yet.
Dying as a state-based action, though, is very unfortunate because he Burst Asundered me with 1 or 2 counters on his Essence Crucible, and Searing Rebuke is phenomenal against cards like Burst Asunder and not Cyclonic Rift, Razor Gale. Because Essence Crucible, it is a replacement effect, but if the damage is mitigated, the damage increase never happens. So like against Razor Gale calling, if they Razor Gale and you Searing Rebuke, you only negate 1 damage, they don't get any increased damage, and you throw 3 back at them every time. Which is great.
You're going to have a lot of judge calls on that, by the way.
I know. Works the same way with Burst Asunder. However,
if you die,
you're like, if my effect could have resolved, we would have both been dead, but I was dead before my effect fully resolved. And I was like, damn it. Because that was his initial, I was like, so do we draw it? I was like, no, unfortunately, I am dead.
Unfortunately, I die first because my effect is on the stack and then I die.
Yeah.
You don't complete the stack and then die.
Damn, that's unfortunate. But
You know, so, all right,
I understand.
I've got it. So you just go Jin. That's exactly, because then you can allow the whole action to go through, right? It's not like there's, cleric bonus on Searing Rebuke or anything.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's actually the reason why my roommate is so interested in Jin, because he's like, wait, your opponent can kill you, and then you get a whole ass turn to respond?
Yeah, it's like old Magic. And I also like that they've added in a few cards that are like, oh yeah, would you like to draw 3 cards? All you have to do is take 20 damage. And if you don't care about your life total, 20 damage could be fine. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to go up to level 3? Yeah, take 9 damage counters? That should be fine.
I mean, isn't it like 18 damage to use Flagrant Guide? Yeah. Oh, God.
Flagrant Guide lets you level for free, but you take 18 damage. But if you're Jin, you don't really care.
Yeah. In fact, you might actually be pleased with that.
Yeah, that's
considering it means you don't lose influence. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to try out that deck and get over that hump, because to me, I just hear that and I'm like, no, that sounds horrible.
So
that's over half for literally any champion in the game right now.
It wouldn't. Oh, I mean, it's still over half for Jen. Because I was thinking of 35 with Berserker Plate, but it's still just barely over half. Did you see the new Water Gin list that is on a mill plan?
Yes.
I was like, wow, that's rude. Well, I can't die, so I'll just mill you out.
Yep. There was a push at the very beginning of RDO of CL going to water so that you could play Whirlpool and then all the Grim Pastiches.
Yeah.
And you would just be like, well, I have 8 things that say you mill 15.
Well, theoretically, you have 12 to 16. It's not mill 15, but Regal Inquisition also says mill 7.
Yeah, and then you can Maximum Armoire, and you can use the Lineage Release on CL level 2. There's options, there's stuff. It's just, there's an immense amount of mill that you could do.
Yeah.
It would be gross.
But I was talking to somebody about Watermill Gin today, and they were like, yeah, it's really cool, except for you get there and you're like, yeah, I would love to mill you, but you've already just blown me the fuck away with a bunch of slimes or a loaded up Aetherwing Diana, and this feels kind of bad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy the name Watermill because it reminds me of a watermill.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
And absolutely. I really wish now that there was a windmill deck.
I mean, you have Windmill Engineer in all of them, right?
Yeah.
So they're almost all windmill.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit that he doesn't mill. I mean,
you're right.
Flavor fail.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be the new Nico deck.
Yeah, no. They just make a new Windmill Engineer, but it's Wind Space Mill Engineer.
So that is one of, mentioning Nico, that is actually one of my requests for our next couple of sets. is I want to see a new. It doesn't have to be Nico, Polcock, and Vanitas.
It should be Polcock, though.
It could be, but I want to see a new wave of champions that allow dual base elements.
Yeah.
Because like I want to be able to do like Fire Water Warriors.
Yeah.
Like, and because currently it's like, oh, this would be really cool, and it'd be really cool if I can combine this with this. They're both this class, but I am completely locked to Water Guardian, Fire Ranger, Wind Cleric for dual elements.
They could just make a spirit that's dual elements, make it a divine relic, and make it so that it has a specific lineage, just like Mordred, and I think that could be just fine.
Maybe.
I feel like they're really trying to avoid letting you just like
that offer.
get it for free.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing that I'm thinking about is overall, currently, and this is probably by design, all of the level 1 elemented champions kind of suck.
Yeah.
Because they're all meant to be like, oh, we're going to reward you if you stay in the same element that you started in. So that's what their goal is. And I get that. But it also means that, you know, there was a Wind Nico deck that I was looking at where you essentially play like...
level 1 doesn't do anything.
Doesn't
give you 5 life.
Yeah, it says you're going to mill 1. Inevitably, you're going to end up milling 1.
It's like that in Horses and Taxes.
Oh, no, you don't even do that.
No, she doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Which I get that. I understand that is part of the point. But man, it would be nice if it just said, like, I don't know, like... Something.
Yeah. What were you saying earlier, Nathan, about Hordes and Taxes?
I was going to say, it's like that in Horses and Taxes, too, because Van 1 only does something
if you're Wind.
If you're Wind, yeah. So it's just like, Van 1, oh, nothing, that's fine. Van 2, 3?
Yeah. It helps that deck is addicted to leveling.
So, we pulled a fragmented Spirit of Water Nico, right? And I don't remember if it was that or if it was something else that I was trying to offload, like a Snow White or something. And somebody offered, as part of a trade, a level 2 Vanitas CSR. And I was like, unfortunately, that is like the least appealing piece of Vanitas's lineage because he exists on the board for about 7 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's too long. I try to go immediately, just like, oh, bam!
Oh, I've noticed. I don't even know if you complete your recollection step before you're level 3 when I see you doing it.
I sometimes do, because I have to, like, play a couple of, like, a creature first.
Yeah, right, yeah. You got a dungeon guide first.
It's like Aetherwing Diana level 1 CSR? Sure. Because Water Aetherwing, you go to level 1, you friggin' sit there, right?
Yeah.
Like, Dao-Chan level 1, sure. Like, plenty of level 3s.
Sure,
Like, because that'll probably sit there for the rest of the game at that point, right?
Hey, if I get a CL level 3 CSR, I'll be pretty happy.
Yeah.
I'll feel good.
We need to go rip more DTR, is what you're saying.
Don't do this to me.
Okay.
Get my hopes up.
Okay. But of all of them, Vanitas level 2, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because, like, level 1 will be there for a moment, right? But, like, level 2 is like, he's gone.
Well, and the joy of some of the champions right now is you may also then be tempted to go get, like, the one of the wind elements that is also a photo of Vanitas.
Van 2 sometimes is very relevant because you tried to go to Van 3 and they negated it and it's banished.
Yeah,
so now you get to look at it because you're losing.
Right.
This is why it's just copia because you're going to lose the game.
Which is why you start playing the Pride Slime that has Pride 2 so that you can swing with just regular level 2.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It's the big brain play. You get fucked, you clap back by sliming them. You gotta slime your opponent.
I don't like saying you get fucked and slime them. That's not a phrase I'm a fan of.
All right, on that note, everybody, we're going to go play locals. I'll try to get this up tomorrow before we leave for Vegas. And if you're going to be at Vegas, I hope to see all of you there. And everyone, please remember to play like a G6. I'm Schwahn.
I'm Vongod.
And I'm Gandalf.
Take it easy, everybody. Bye.
Bye.